Well, all right, here we go. It's the following day from when Junior and Josepha were here. And as you see, I went ahead and finished out the block sanding, and Junior still isn't here. It's almost lunchtime now. So that's taken all morning. Now what I'm gonna do is, yeah, that's right, you heard it straight. Second chance isn't here. Okay, I mean, what am I supposed to do, you know? Am I supposed to say, hey, where are you at? Am I supposed to call him like a little child and keep up with him? I don't know, okay? Anyway. What I did, I went ahead and block sand the whole car down. I went over the whole thing one more time to ensure myself, I don't want to be liable that the paint job looks like shit. You know how people are. Oh, you did it last. Well, you painted it. Well, it was in your shop last. It didn't do that before. Yeah, we know all about those excuses. Okay, anyway, we got the car completely sanded. Now, I did use, I'm gonna show you this one more time. This is a very, very good item. There's a lot of people out there. Now, let me put that right, there we go. Now, if you look at that, that's called Scuff It. Now, what that is a soap. I keep going back to this because if you are painting on top of your paint that's already on your car, you need to go over it with this if you're gonna be blending or what have you. Now, we're gonna go ahead and dust a whole coat of paint on our car instead of blend the panels. That way everything will match perfect. And like I said, the car's been painted before on the front and it was blotchy, so we'll get rid of all that. But this is Scuff It paint prep gel, and this is a mixture of soaps, and it also has some gritty type material in it. So when you scuff it down with a Scotch-Brite, if you can read that right there, there it is, okay. Charge your Scotch-Brite pad. Okay, what is a Scotch? There's actually two different types of Scotch-Brite pads that you can choose to use. And if you look right here, we got a red one. Now the red one is very, very coarse, okay? This is not a fine, okay? This is not very fine, okay? This is a coarse one compared to our gray one, which is extra fine. So you might find a red one. Now these you can pick up at your local paint and body supply store. Now on most of the car, I would use this, okay? Okay, if I had to get the edges right here, see? I'd go ahead and scuff it down, but I'd also be putting some Scuff It on my, Scuff It gel on my pad to do that. And it's necessary that you get underneath your rocker panel the best you can, wherever there is going to be paint, okay? Do not forget the lower parts of your rocker panel, the lower parts of your bumper, and your inner fender wells. It's very, very important to scuff that down. Don't forget that. I would use the red Scotch-Brite due to the fact that there's road grime, filth, dirt, scum all over it. So if you're doing the outer side of your car, go ahead and use the gray Scotch-Brite. And this also applies to if you're just gonna, let's say, paint this panel and blend into that door. You can use the gray Scotch-Brite with the Scuff It pad, okay, where your paint's gonna be hitting. And then, wherever you blend it into, okay, from there on, you can go ahead and sand it with, let's say 800 or 1200. So, we're gonna go ahead and do the whole car once again for the 37th, 50th time. It's sanded down good. The next thing I gotta do is I gotta wash that car off thoroughly and let it dry for the rest of the day. We gotta wash all the grooves out, all the gaps, get all the wax and grease off, and I'm sure there's a bunch of Armor All on it too, due to the fact that it was a teenage kid's car, and I'm sure there's a bunch of wax and grease and Armor All and all the other bullshit that people put on their cars to make them look good. Here we go. We will get the car outside, we will wash it and let it dry. Should I say that one more time? Okay, I won't. Okay, what Junior's doing, he's cleaning all the grooves on the Corvette. All the gaps, you need to open them lights up, see?
Okay.
Or you can go ahead and go around them. Well, actually, we need to open them up so we can tape them off.
All right.
To get right here real good, see, like, look, see this black right here, bud? We don't want to get no paint on that.
On what?
On the black rubber, see, because that'll look tacky. Yeah. So what we got to do is we got to do a special little thing, see? Now, as you can see back here, what we're doing is we got to paint this deck lid. And the deck lid's red, and it's got to be this color. And what Junior's doing, he's wiping all the dust. It's not really dust, it's the milky, scrubby dust from sanding the car down. Am I right?
Yes, sir. That's what it is. God.
Okay, so you're getting her wiped down. And I didn't say to wipe the black part because we don't give a shit about that. You can detail your son's car later, okay?
Got it.
Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take a little piece of our gray Scotch-Brite, which is extra fine. And to ensure that are you listening? To ensure that the paint does not peel off on the edges, can you answer that question? What I'm thinking to do?
I'm thinking that you're gonna use your finger as a guideline.
Let me see.
You're gonna use this and use your finger as a guideline like this.
That's right. Because we're actually gonna let the paint blow in to the gap of our car. Okay? Override the gap, see? So the paint will actually go down inside here.
And stick and
But, okay, can you peel a piece of that off? Because I'm the camera guy today, because you don't know how to be a camera guy.
Here's a piece right here.
Okay, what we will do is we'll take our foam tape, okay, right there, soft edge foam masking tape. We'll show that to you later. There's the part number if anybody's interested in getting any. It's made by 3M, soft edge foam tape. I need a bigger piece than that, please. There you go. Now Junior's gonna be the cameraman. So what we're gonna do, and we're not gonna squeeze it where it's like that, see? Because that's wrong.
Okay.
That will not work. Okay, it has to stay uniform shape. If you look on one side of it here, it's sticky. I'm gonna go ahead and get it dirty to show you the sticky part. Can you see the difference? So, after Junior scuffs that down just like so, can you hear that?
Yeah, I believe we can hear it.
Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back with our foam tape, and we're not gonna put it right up next to it, see? We're gonna put it about a 1/16 of an inch away. Okay, just like that. And then what we're gonna do, watch out, move, is we will close the deck lid. If you can focus in on the tape over here, Junior, that would really be nice to show everybody what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
Okay, right here, bud, look where my hand is. Look where my hand is, look where, okay, now, as you can see, okay, if you look real close in there, I don't know if Junior can see that, you can see the tape in there at this angle here.
Okay, I can see it.
So that's gonna keep the paint from blowing up inside our black, but we'll also be able to paint the edge of our door. That's what Junior's gonna do. He's gonna take the Scotch-Brite, see, he's gonna scuff that little edge. You don't have to do the whole edge, just do like a half of it.
Right.
Can you hear that? Can you hear that?
Yes. We can hear it.
Okay. All the way around. What that's gonna do is gonna ensure that the paint does not peel off down the line. Okay? Okay.
Okay, now, does that thing,
and you're gonna scuff this edge here, see? Not inside, just the lip. See that little lip right there on the edge? That way when you close that, now see where that, look, see where that closes is on this edge here, see? Okay, we want to be able to go ahead and blow some paint, but we don't want to paint the door jamb, which is this. We just want to do the edge, part of the edge. So when you put your foam up there, and that's why they make different sizes of that. This is actually the small stuff, then they got the 1/2 inch and 3/4. We got the small, which is I'm sorry, they got 1/2 inch, then they got 3/4 and then 1 inch. We're using the 1/2 inch, which is the smallest diameter, okay?
Okay.
So what Junior needs to do, and what I was telling you is that he's wiping out, if you look right here, this white stuff, this is actually from sanding the car. If he doesn't get all that out of the grooves, what's gonna happen is the tape will not stick, and we will have a shitty paint job. Can you remember that?
We want something that will last at least 50 years. 50 years.
He's not gonna keep his car that long, but that's how Pete works.
For 50 years,
he
folks.
Does a good job like that. See,
and he doesn't run the heaters too often, as you guys can see.
Okay.